Hello, I'm Garen Davis, and this is the New Hustle TV, the show where we highlight the new definition of a hustler.
Hi, my name is Joel Masonette, aka Joel on the Track. I am from Oceanside, California. My line of work is music production, digital production, video production. I am lucky to be one of the producers, and I am the new hustle. You should rap on this.
Hey Joel, why you do that? Hey Joel, why you do that? Hey Joel, why you do that? Hey Joel, why you do that?
What does hustle mean to me? So to hustle obviously means to everybody has a different meaning, but it's like to put forth effort to do this thing that you got to do. But to me, if there is adversity or something a wall in the way or a barrier that needs to be broken down, you're gonna have to get through it, right? So hustle means whether the barrier is there or not, whether it is something small, whether it's something big, doing the work regardless. There is no reason for the work to not get done. The work gets done because it needs to get done. Whether that means you're sleeping less for a little bit, whether that means you gotta eat some top ramen to make sure you got the bread to make the thing happen, hey, get it by any means. That's what hustle means to me. Do I consider myself a hustler? I mean, if I say yeah, does that make me cool? Nah, I think I'm a hustler. I think I'm a hustler mostly because by just the life that I've lived, I'm hard to kill. I'm hard to beat. It's hard to beat me. You can knock me down, you can take everything I got, and you can lock every door. I'm gonna find a crack, I'm gonna find a window. You gotta get in the building, whether that's by sneaking in, whether that's by invitation. You gotta do what you gotta do to get to where you gotta get to. So it's by any means.
There will always be some new hip way to get more followers, get more fans, get more interactions. And all of those things are good to learn, but the most important thing is do the thing that works the best for you. Problem is, what works for somebody else may not work for you. It may not work for your style, may not work for your character. Don't allow chasing trends to be the reason that you do something that makes you act out of character. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to go to bed with you, and you're gonna have to be okay with whatever it is that you do.
What made me select this profession? So funnily enough, I was a professional dancer, realized that you don't get paid a lot of money to do that. And it was something that I was very passionate about, but more than the dancing, it was the music. And through music, I was producing some people, I was DJing, I was a DJ out in Orange County at this big dance music club. And I moved from that to started working with music artists. And with working with music artists, one of the biggest things that you're always gonna need at this point in music or in just creation in general is content. You're gonna need to show people from wherever you are, you're gonna need to show them something on social media. You're gonna put your content, your face, whatever out there. And every time I'd ask one of the artists I work with, I was like, all right, cool, we got somebody to shoot? No? Okay, cool. I got a camera, so I guess I'll just shoot it, and I guess I'll just produce it, and I guess I gotta engineer it too, shit. And then I realized, oh shit, people get paid for this, huh? So I started taking more clients and more customers to do more video stuff, more photo stuff, and then I realized, oh, you know what else people need? Some social media management, some content creation for their businesses. So it kind of just expanded from there. I feel like we got to make decisions to become better musicians and better performers by choosing to go there. Mentally, physically, spiritually, go there. Allow me to experience you through your song, through the mix, through the whatever. You want to remove anything that's blocking me between me and you spiritually. And I think if you guys gave yourself over to like the performance aspect of it, right? I'm going on stage to provide an experience. I think we would have better music. How did I get started? I got started how most of the new age hustlers do. YouTube. You can learn anything on YouTube. You can learn how to use your camera on YouTube. You can learn how to edit videos on YouTube. You can learn to do photography, videography, music, audio engineering. You can learn another language. You can do anything on YouTube. And if you don't know where to start, YouTube is the #1 search tool in the world. Get on it.
I've learned quite a bit over the last year about not only being a business owner, but just having a business in general and doing what works. And also too, not being afraid to kind of show the progress, which is why I'm here. I wish I would have showed more of the progress. I had a lot of moments where things were changing and things were up and down, and it would have been cool to start building an audience then. I saw a video recently of Jeff Bezos when he was in his garage. I think it was like a stepdad or something, or one of his employees that had the camera, and they was like, this is the first Amazon office. I wish I would have done that because the space looked a lot different when we moved in. It was a completely different space. It was just a big open room. It was dirty. The walls were different colors, mismatched colors and stuff. And now it's this really cool space with multiple sets.
What fears or moments of hesitation did I have before starting out? All of them. I had all of the fears and all of the hesitation in the world, because there's always a reason of why you shouldn't do something. You can think of 1,000,001 reasons why you shouldn't do something. Always. There's always a reason or a better time to do something. But that is the unfortunate part, is whether you're right or wrong, by not doing it, somebody else is. Somebody else is getting where you want to get to, just because they had the audacity, just because they got up and started the thing, even if they weren't ready. There's always going to be, well, I'm afraid to be on camera. Cool. Well, if your profession requires you to be on camera, then set up a camera and do it until you're not uncomfortable. If you're a musician and you hate performing in front of people, time to hit some open mics and just do it until it feels natural. Like, that is the requirement. Like, you can be afraid, but you still gonna have to do it. And you have to do it and at least not look afraid. So gotta just get to it. Currently, I have no more hesitation. If I make a decision currently, or if there's something that I want to do or something that is going to help benefit my process or my business, it gets done. For example, I just got a production editing space, music production space, and I needed a space that was outside of my production studio that I have in downtown, and a space became available, and there was no thinking. There was no hesitation, because you might say, you know what, let me think about it. 5 minutes later, call back, that space is gone. Like, somebody's gonna jump at it if you don't. So if you make your plan so that you don't have to hesitate, so you can just wait for the pieces to fall and then you can take action when you need to. What challenges did I face or am I currently facing? I have a lot of challenges. I didn't grow up traditionally how most people would. Very different upbringing with very different people, very mentally unwell people, and you have to learn to. When you grow up, you got to learn a lot about the world. If your family, whether it's super religious, and then you get out into the world that isn't super religious, you got to learn how to adapt. And there's a lot of learning to take place. If you weren't learn things about business like credit and making sure you're saving and making sure how to like leverage things that you do have, leverage relationships, all these things are things you gotta learn. All of that was a challenge. I didn't know what I was doing. I left home at 18 years old with the clothes on my back and my belongings in a box on a skateboard and just kind of thugged it out. It has been very much so uphill, very much so Like getting some money, having people that I trusted taking money from me, loaning people money I never saw back, partnering with the wrong people, partnering with people that looked like the right people that turned out to be the wrong people, overcoming just my own negative thoughts or overcoming the no's that you're gonna get. This shit's hard. Like, you're gonna get a no, and regardless of how it feels, regardless of how many times something is thrown at you, the people that survive the longest are the ones that are gonna win. And that's no matter what it is.
It's wild. The last couple of years, we really haven't put out anything. It's just been a lot of writing, rewriting. It felt like a slow process. But what I've learned through this process is patience will get you so much farther than just rushing to try to complete stuff or just putting out whatever. Because when you sit and you really tweak and you really put time and effort into your craft, and you get better, you come up with a better product. The best of you sometimes doesn't come from the first time that you do something. Sometimes you gotta keep tweaking until it's just right.
How do I get motivated when things get tough? Well, luckily for me, there's not much worse my life could have been from where I started. I've been homeless, I've been hungry, I've had $10 in my account and then lost that, or had to buy food with that and then had to figure it out from there. I've had no clothes, I've had money, I've had no money. You just get used to it, right? So there's a point where motivation can only take you so far. Then it is your habits, then it is your ability to get back up, then it is just discipline. And I think that is the thing that we don't talk about enough in business, is that business is just discipline. Like getting up and if you make shirts, getting up and making shirts even if nobody's buying them, continuing to make designs. If you do video, you don't got nobody, you got no customers, cool, that's the perfect opportunity to go out and shoot your own stuff. You make music and nobody's listening, cool, go find an open mic, go find a show to get on. It's just discipline. You gotta have a routine that outperforms your hardship, and it's gonna get hard. And sometimes you're not gonna want to, and you're gonna have to do it anyway, or not. And then other people will just do it and be successful. Did I choose my profession for the love of it or for the money? 100% for the money, 100%. And then I found passion for it. And that is something I don't think a lot of people are gonna say on this. I didn't get into video production because I loved it. I got into it as a need for my clients, for my customers, for my artists, that I was really passionate about music. I still am very passionate about music. But I think there's gonna be a lot of people that come on here and go, yeah, I loved making videos. I loved watching videos. I loved watching what people created on YouTube, but it never, to me, it was grabbing a camera out of a need for the people that I was working with. And through that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of like making music. Like, wait, I can kind of use this creative thing that I got in this other way, and maybe I can kind of morph it into this. And then eventually I realized, like, all creativity and creation is the same thing. It comes from the same place. And I just enjoy producing things. I enjoy making things, whether that be with my hands, whether that be a set in my studio, whether that be a video, a song, a show, whatever. I just like making things, and this is another way to make things. And through doing this business that I wasn't passionate about, I found myself, which made me passionate about it. And I think sometimes you gotta take a chance. Maybe something doesn't sound like a good idea or a good plan, or maybe it's not something you really wanna do that bad, but like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. You might wake up in a couple months and be like, damn, this is the shit I should have been doing this whole time. And if everybody knew what they wanted to do from the beginning, then we would all just be happy and have everything we wanted, wouldn't we? But we don't, because sometimes you gotta try things and experiment before you can get to that point. What would I tell my younger self if I could go back in time? Good credit fixes everything. It really does. But it would mostly be, you're gonna be alone a lot of this, and that's okay. There's gonna be friends that said they would be there with you. There's gonna be times where even the friends that you do have that are supportive just can't be there because they have their own lives, and you're gonna have to just sit there and edit the video, or go to the job that you hate, or go to the gym when you don't want to, or whatever it is. And that uncomfort, that discomfort, that being uncomfortable is where you grow the most. Being uncomfortable is the easiest way to expand, whether that's, if you're afraid of looking bad, go find something to look bad at, because there is a skill in learning new skills quickly. There is growth in, if you can't draw some. Just because, you know what, maybe drawing isn't your thing, but maybe through drawing you figured out how to map out foundations of buildings. Congratulations, you're an architect. Like, you gotta try things. You gotta like go head first into whatever you do, and that is a solo journey. If you don't know what you want, nobody else can give it to you. You're gonna have to dig deep and fail and learn, and that is all internal. And the more you could be okay learning on your own, growing on your own, you're gonna find the people that should be there anyway. So even if you don't got anybody around you right now, taking that first step, even if it is alone, you will find your people along the way. What advice would I give someone else starting out in the same field? Grab a camera, start shooting shit. There is something to shoot everywhere, always. And a lot of times these shots translate to other things. It's the same thing with music. You might be like, oh, I really just want to DJ. Well, learn how to produce a little bit. Learn how to just play around in a production software. You might be like, you know what, maybe I will never be a producer, but maybe I can make some super fly remixes. And with them remixes, guess what? You're the next premier remixer on TikTok. Congratulations, you got 1 million views and all the likes and all you're getting invited to all the boiler room sets and all the things. It really, like, you gotta just do the thing, right? Like, no matter what it is, you wanna get into real estate? Okay, well, start knocking on some doors. Like one of our guests that we got to shoot, I don't know if this comes out before or later, but Amit, like, you really gotta just get to it. Like, you can do all the research in the world and you'll still not know nothing but theories. Like, get out, shake hands. You don't know how to talk to people, go talk to more people until you do. Don't know how to be on camera until you do. Don't know how to shoot something properly? Cool, well, keep playing with the little things on the camera until you make it the bit and make the image look right. Like, you gotta just do the thing. Best thing you can be online is yourself. This is a big one because I see a lot of people, when it comes to creating content, they have this conundrum. Well, how do I put myself online? I don't know how to make content. I don't know what I should put online. I don't know what version of myself I should put online. But in reality, you can just be yourself. Now, obviously, that comes with a precedent. I'm not sharing stuff that I'm not comfortable with sharing online. Parts of my personal life that will remain personal because those are things that are close to me. But for the most part, I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. And if you're pretending to be somebody online that you're not in real life, okay, well, that's a different problem. That just comes with comfortability with yourself. I wouldn't recommend being something online that you're not actually. It becomes tiring, you're gonna get exhausted, it's gonna be hard to keep up. And sometimes it's just as simple as finding something that you like talking about. I like helping people, I like sharing the information that I've learned. So whether it be me talking about my experience as a producer, as a writer, as a dancer, whatever the case may be, I'm sharing things that I know and I'm having conversations that I actually have on a day-to-day basis. What encouraging words can I leave to another hustler starting out? Time is of the essence. It is not guaranteed. If you think you got time, well, hey, I wish I was that delusional because you might wake up tomorrow and you have to move halfway across the world, and all of the things you could have done right where you are, you no longer have access to. So now you got to find a whole new way of going about everything you thought you wanted to do. Start now. There is no tomorrow. And if you wake up tomorrow, that's a blessing. And if it's a blessing, why not treat it like one? Like, treat every day like it is the blessing that it is, and seize every opportunity to do the things that you say you want to do. Again, my name is Joel Masonette, aka Joel on the Track. I am from Oceanside, California. I work in the entertainment industry, music, video, digital production. Again, I am one of the people lucky enough to be a part of this project, the New Hustle TV, and I am the New Hustle.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on. And again, thank you. Until next time, hustlers.